us about sweetened foods and oral health ahead of their conference that's slated to take place at Serena Conference Center November 22nd. She wants to bring to you the light of how sweetened foods have been a disaster to non-communicable diseases, how sweetened foods have contributed or have promoted the disaster of non-communicable diseases, oral health, and contributed to the infertility and the overall degradation of health, not forgetting the increasing cancers in Uganda. Madam Anita, you are most welcome to Google TV.
Thank you.
Please feel free to introduce yourself for the viewers to know who you are.
Our dear viewers, my name is Anita Kejaj, and I'm humbled to be here today. I'm representing Uganda Dental Association. Yeah, and I'm happy to be here with you, Kamara.
Okay, thank you so much, Anita, for coming through. Just like I've already told people that we want to talk about sweetened foods. Of course, what are sweet foods? Because you people, you are specializing in the dental services, the dental health. First of all, you can even tell us what is oral health, then of course what are sweet foods, and how people should take care of their oral health. Ahead of your conference, what could be the best themes that bring out these topics that we want to talk about?
Thank you so much. When we talk about sweetened foods, we very well know, and sometimes we think that the things that are sweet are actually good for our health. Yeah. So
even if you want to show love, you bring sweet things home.
We talk about chocolates, sweets, and the sodas. Yeah. So oral health in regards with sweetened foods are going to be exclusively tackled by the dental surgeons. Yeah, come November.
Okay.
Yeah.
So generally in Uganda, you've done some studies in relationship to sweet foods and what. You just give just a highlight about sweet foods in relation to oral health.
Okay. Our teeth, that's the oral health. As dentists, we make sure that our teeth are not aligned with sweet foods.
Yes,
yeah?
They are parallel. They tend to tell us, of course, if you take sweet foods, you should brush more times.
Yeah.
If you've been brushing maybe 3 times, you should ensure that you brush 3 times. But remember, leaving out that sweetened foods contributing to oral health, but we also have other body parts that are destroyed by sugar. Because excess sugar consumption leads to hormonal imbalance. In the physiology world, as a nutritionist, if I go to the physiology world, it degrades the physiology system of the body, leading to hormonal imbalances. It degrades the gut system. You know, most of the health conditions result from the gut, when the gut is not fully taken care of.
Yeah.
So please go ahead and share maybe a few stats that you may have on your desk regarding oral health, in case they are there.
Yeah, thank you. So I think regarding the sweet foods, many times as children growing up, you do not know what actually these things do to our teeth. But because they are sweet, you get the sweets, we eat them over and over again. You get the biscuits, we eat them over and over again. If you've heard of cavities, so every time we eat these things, that they bring these cavities that
they build
now
on the teeth, and thus they have holes.
And then you feel like, mommy, now the child will tell you, mommy, I have a hole. She does not know what has brought that hole, but they are particles that are in the teeth. Yeah?
Even most children nowadays, they don't have teeth actually. The teeth have been eaten up, and you find they're just simple teeth.
And I think I've been a victim of that situation.
Oh, share us your experience, because now I'm seeing teeth. Did you buy them?
Nowadays money works. So while as a child, we have peer influence in school. So because someone has been bought a box of biscuits, so I told my father I would want this for my, because I was in boarding all through. So I made sure I eat as much as I could because they are sweet. And the problem was I would sleep over with them, which is like the biggest challenge with teeth.
When you wake up at 10, you eat.
Yeah, and I could not brush. So the dentist will tell you brush three times or 4 if necessary. and most importantly, when you are going to sleep. Yeah. So because the morning is just to freshen up your mouth and fresh breath, you know, but I would sleep with biscuits in my teeth. So I've suffered since childhood, but you know, money works. So we managed to prepare them and make them, and yeah, here I am.
So how did you, give us experience, how did you take care of your teeth? For example, I see you have full teeth set.
Yeah.
How did you bring them up?
Actually, one is you must have a dentist, at least you see. Consultation is key. Because sometimes we think when I have a toothache, that's when I'm supposed to go to a dentist. But I made sure my father got me a dentist. So every time she would check me every time I was in holiday. That's one. Then two, I made sure we have Colgate that is having fluoride. Yeah. So it helped me a lot. I would brush. I made sure I brushed 3 times a day. Then 3, I made sure I check the sweetened food, the category of the sweet foods. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that has enabled me to cope up with the oral health, recommended oral health.
So you've never removed teeth and brought the artificial ones?
Of course, now we have implants, we have crowns, dentures. So those ones help us. Once it's cracked, you go and then
they frame it better, so that you don't lose shape.
Yeah.
Or you lose the relationship.
Yeah.
Because if you are previously looking...
And teeth also help to bring the facial, you know, the facial beat. Because if your teeth are all out, then you're going to have holes in your, you know, so it helped me a lot. So
the teeth contribute to beauty?
99%.
Some people don't have teeth at risk of not being beautiful or handsome.
I guess so, because I mean it's at the front. It's something that you reach out to if you meet someone. So I guess it does a good addition to beauty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Anita, from the Uganda Dental Associations that are trying to bring up the oral health into the platform and to inform the public of why it's important for you to observe your oral hygiene. At an international level, they guess that this conference that's slated to start on 22nd November at Serena Conference Center to bring international delegates, of whom will educate the public, especially the non-communicable diseases. I saw your theme of non-communicable diseases. Could you first talk about the 3 themes?
We have a couple of themes, and we are humbled to be partnering with a couple of presenters in that area. One is Sweetening the Future. If you know about FDI, it's the World Dental Federation that brings together all the national dental organizations in the world. So they have made sure that they have to make our future bright. How will they make the future bright? It's because if we do away with the sugars, yes, that's where our theme is, like, you know, coming from. If you do away with the sugars, that's like tackling sugars. It's part of the themes. Then we bring in the non-communicable diseases. That one, we are going to be under the non-communicable cluster under Ministry of Health. Then lastly, the oral health that will bring in the dental surgeons. Okay. So meaning it is the theme that is going to combine all the health sectors. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You said how many themes? There are 2.
There are about 4. One is Sweetening the Future. Sweetening
the Future. So you're trying to inform the people that they should stop sweetening the future.
No, we want to sweeten the future, but how shall we do that? Is when we work
with fruits and vegetables.
Now the nutrition bit will come in, because our speakers, we have the president of the nutrition.
Yes.
So Mr. Michael Jemba will talk about that area. Yes, under nutrition. So he will tell us further how we can do that.
The second theme.
The second is tackling sugars.
Sugars. Do you know actually that the best rate in Uganda has increased from 16% to 27%? according to the Uganda Demographic Health Survey of 2022. That should depict in the minds of people. Whereas when I'm on my social media handles, I have a WhatsApp channel actually, that I have over 500 people plus. And every time you post some message, people just post dollies to laugh, emojis to. But that, as long as we are telling you that this is what's happening, just reflect in your mind the projection the next 5 years.
Yes.
If we've moved from 1627, we are moving at a terrible speed.
Yes.
That means from 27 shall be on 30 something. From 30 something, that means every home in the near future, every home shall have obesity. And can Uganda handle this?
No.
What is your third theme?
The third is NCDs.
Non-communicable diseases. What are some of the non-communicable diseases but related to oral health? Either diabetes, hypertension, heart attack. Okay. Wow, thank you so much, Anita, and of course the viewers live on Google Data Vision. You can stream us live on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course you just put in your comments about this topic. We are talking about sweetened foods. Every household, even right now as we speak, has bread in the house. It has bought soda in the last 3 days. It has bought sweets for children. It has taken the children to a pizza place or an eating place. All this is rounding upon you. Now, if you want to sweeten your life so much, that means at a risk of getting more diseases. But of course, reminding my single people, my people have been in relationships, have been chucked. You could be there and maybe you've experienced some challenges with your current boyfriend. Ebintu bite tobiremerako. Jangweri, yes, I invite you to a relationship seminar on 12th of October. Tolemera ku bintu atakwagala obokola ki oba mulaba jangu on 12th of October, and you meet important guests that have experience in relationship and how you can respond to your body demands. The topic that is taken from the book of Galatians, chapters 5 verses 24, managing your biological requests. Do not miss important speakers like Dr. Chizito, Pastor Stephen, and Madam Alice Mukuru here at Makerfu Gospel Church, and of course we shall be here at the auditorium with the young people and all persons who would want to be talked to regarding the relationships. I invite you, and of course, just like I've often emphasized, that there will also be health specialists who will talk about different health conditions. Come when you are very expectant to be guided all sides. And of course, as the year is coming to closure, and it is coming to closure, and this might be in your mind, where are you going to end your year from? You may want also to know, how am I spending this year? Have you done accountability in a way? I want to invite you to a crossover night at Makerere University Sports Ground. 31st, the gates will be open at 4 p.m. And of course, I invite you not to miss our keynote speakers. And the important is the theme that is from the book of Acts chapters 2 verses 17, that I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit. To be a new year, come and receive your anointing, your Holy Spirit. Come and walk in the light of 2025, and God will shine more life upon your life, and you will be a testimony to testify about God's goodness. Once again, I want to welcome you from that, and of course we're still talking about the sweetened foods and oral health together with the non-communicable diseases, reflecting upon the healthy statistics that we are having according to the Uganda Demographic Health Survey, but not forgetting that according to UBOS, or Uganda Bureau of Standards, the young generation is comprises of 22.7% of the national population. Now, this puts in a balance, Madam Anita, that even as you want to bring in the conference, young must be included to come and take part into this. Remember, the moment you keep on bringing only stakeholders, they will discuss and we leave them there. We young people shall feel that, those are for stakeholders. Sure. They will not be serious. But the moment you involve young people, they will know, yes, this is our responsibility, we can do it, and you can do it, let's come together. Do you have any comment about that, about young people involvement?
Yes, I am equally young, and I know what it means.
I'm going to ask you how young you are.
No, let's not go there, but I know that I know the importance of involving the young blood and the young energy in whatever we are organizing. Because chances are high that all the people that we involve at one point have responsibilities, and sometimes they are taken up. So when you are organizing and you call the older ones, they are at some point you get a lesser attendance than expected. Yeah. However, this year as for the dentists, we have the younger arm, which are the dental students and interns. So we always look up to them, and they are mentored that way. Thereafter, they join the bigger fraternity, where later they get their jobs, and yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. As we intend to go for a short quick break, we encourage you to use our telephone numbers displayed on your TV so that you can ask in a question regarding this topic. I know most of you have learnt about this, but of course common things appear common, and that's why we want to emphasize that brushing your teeth 2 times a day would be most appropriate. When you brush before bedtime and in the morning, you're good to go. See you shortly after the break.
TV, lighting your soul.
Pastor Pasteri Music Center, located along Chagwe Road on Serwanico Music Plaza, shop number B4 in Justine Arcade, shop number G73 next to Chiseka Market, brings you all music and audio equipment and electronics like brass band items, including drums, saxophones, trombones and cornets, top speakers, bass beams, amplifiers, digital mixers, guitars, flat TV screens, keyboards, domestic lights and stage lights, code and codeless microphones, studio monitors, sound cards, and all recording studio equipment. For deliveries and orders from abroad, call Pastor Pasteri on 0752 008 443 or 0782 008 443. Pastor Pasteri Music Center.
God's Way High School Maganjo. With immense gratitude to God, we celebrate the outstanding achievements of our O and A-level students. At O level, we are blessed to have 2 students scoring straight 8s, 2 scoring 9 in 8 subjects, and that impressive 103 first grades. At L level, 3 students achieved an outstanding 20 points, 2 scored 19 points, and a remarkable 8 scored 18 points. We are incredibly proud that all 100 students met the university admission requirements. These results are a testament to the hard work of our students, teachers, and the unwavering grace of God. Here's to continued success.
Gugude TV, lighting your soul.
Once again, I want to welcome you from a short quick break. I am Kamara Daniel. I just told you that this smile is meant to heal you spiritually, physically, and also bring closer, so that you know that healthcare provision and of course self-care is not selfishness, right? So you should smile at simple things that you do. And the next time actually we should talk about self-care. People, you've neglected self-care, so that even you forget to brush, imagine. You forget to change your underwear. You forget even to wash your handkerchief. You even forget to comb your hair, and you're moving in public. That's not fashion. Self-care is very important. Even forget to cut your nails. Can you imagine? And you're moving in public with wrong nails. And of course they are dirty. Those, please. You have to have self-care. That's very important. Personal hygiene is part of self-care that we encourage. Back to our guest, Madam Anita Kenjaj. Yes.
Yeah, shortly before I speak about what I was going to speak about, you talked about self-care, and then I remembered about people who come with clothes like as though they've put them in the mouth of a goat, and they are so wrinkled and they're actually comfortable. So
They've forgotten to iron.
yes, the shirt, the hanky, everything. Anyway, so about oral health, it's unfortunate that in Uganda, we actually think oral health or dental care is actually expensive. Yeah, so you can imagine the population of Uganda and the dental surgeons in the country, 416 qualified dental surgeons with a degree. You can imagine that they are few, compared to the population of the country. So we a bit, it's a bit scary because the people, and they are central. They're in Kampala.
Because where money is.
And they are not in
even so the seeking behavior is for the service.
Yes.
Compared if you put up maybe a dental clinic, for example, I like my district, Kanungu. How many people will come to seek the services? They only come to remove when the teeth is already.
So they just do extractions. They just do extractions. There is no restorations. There are no implants. There are no crowns. Just extractions.
Remember, they don't know even about those services. Don't you think you need more awareness and visibility?
Exactly.
Of the services?
So that's where UDA comes in, the Uganda Dental Association comes in. What we do is we partner with particular organizations. For in that case, they are camps, but we partner mostly with Colgate. Yeah. So we go to rural areas, we go to schools, trying to create awareness, especially the disadvantaged. Yeah. And in that docket, there are also the disabled. We've been to so many schools around. So what we do is just to create awareness. However, what we need to, how can we go about that? Because it's a challenge. How we can go about that is that we are seeking for more dental students to come up and institutions that can take up the students. Okay. Because as I speak, Makerere University, UC has just come up. It has just had its cohort the first cohort out. There were about 10 students. So if more institutions can come up to take up these students in dentistry, it will be an honor. Okay. To the country. Yeah.
How about the diploma holders?
The diploma holders are there, but they are more. They are more compared to the surgeons. Yeah, so that's why you see so many dental clinics around the country, around Kampala. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Please go ahead and tell us about anything in regard to your conference that you'd want the public to know about why dental health should not be marginalized.
Okay. Our dear viewers, we want to assure you that our dental surgeons are really doing their best to make sure they are qualified in that regard, if I can use a better word. They are qualified to make sure they produce better services to us. Yeah. So annually, the Uganda Dental Association, it's usually in November. That's when our calendar ends. We go ahead, but this I'm speaking about this time around. We are partnering with IADR. IADR is the International Dental Oral and Canonical Research. Yeah, it's a fraternity for researchers. Yeah. So we are working hand in hand with them this year, and we are going to be at Serena Hotel Kampala on the 21st and 22nd of November this year. We have interesting speakers, many of whom, and our attendants, our Daniel Kamara will be there in attendance.
You will.
God willing. Yeah, so we are humbled that we are having so many powerful speakers, and so far we've registered, because the idea is a regional one, East and Southern Division. Yeah. So all those will be in attendance. the Ugandans, Kenyans, Tanzanians, from Rwanda. We have presenters from, let's just say, all over. Yeah, so we are looking forward to having our dental surgeons, and we have exhibitors as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyone who could be affiliated to dentistry and has supplies, so they can take part in the conference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. And of course, just like you emphasize about self-care for the mouth.
Okay, so
Self-care for the mouth. Oral hygiene. Oral hygiene. I was, we were actually in a conference of recent, yesterday but one, and the guest speaker first talked about oral hygiene. I was like, why? Because it is posing a big factor. People just wake up in the morning, they go into taxis without even brushing, without seeing what took place in their mouth. They sleep without brushing. Emphasize why people should brush all the time.
thank you, Daniel. I think with the efforts that you use to get water to bathe, should be the same efforts you use to get a brush, to put Colgate, put
Or in a
water.
toothpaste.
Yeah, a toothpaste and toothbrush.
Have you ever seen people who use the charcoal
Yes,
to clean the mouth?
yes.
Even there are these green herbal plants that grow in the river. It is called ekagwe. In Nyankwere Ruchiga, if I can speak it like that. People used to get and it brushes the teeth. They become so white. Maybe I mean, every weekend we used to go to the river to look for them. Then we whiten our teeth, and then we come.
Okay,
We're back.
that's interesting.
Yes, we used to go to the river every weekend. You know, we go to the river, shall bathe, shall swim. Then after we clean our teeth very well, and you know that would take you for a week as you use the brush. We wouldn't believe in the brush so much. Please continue talking about your point.
Disclaimer: I don't have facts about that.
Yes, this is just experience.
and I can't tell you to use them, by the way.
Where are they even? Still in Kampala. That was just my younghood experience. That every weekend you would want to. But of course, from other friends who would tell you, and even those ekagwe, you know that ekagwe. It's a green thing that has a little crunchy leaves.
Oh, I think
yes,
I know
it's the leaves are a bit crunchy, and if you use it, you feel that even the teeth are clean. And even if we would go with smaller mirrors, you know, and you would see yourself and you say, wow, my teeth have come clean. The childhood experience was good, according to me, in relationship to personal hygiene, because we used to go in groups.
But now, the Uganda of today and the era of today, the Jay-Z's,
the Gen Z.
We need to get a brush, put paste and brush, because you would not want to associate with someone with some odor coming out of the mouth.
Even
It's
food
irritating.
even food touched on the teeth. Now there is another trend of yellow teeth.
Yes. Our doctors, by the way, do teeth whitening. And also, you need to go away from using the toothpicks to
Dental floss.
Yeah. So, because you are affecting the teeth in one way or the other. So, my humble plea is that we should use the same effort we use to make sure you're smart. You should be smart in your mouth as well, because oral health is in as much as people do not put attention to it, by the way, as much as the heart, the head, and all the other body parts.
The heart. Yes, please. The
so
heart
the
has
teeth
10
as well.
days.
Because if you get a toothache, no one will tell you get out of your bed. You will just get up and see a dentist yourself.
I hear the teeth has a lot of pain.
It's that painful. Yes. You just get up and go and look for a dentist.
It's like labor pains.
No. Those are, I don't know. I can't.
You have experience of that too.
Yes. I can't.
You've never gotten a tooth pain, but you've experienced labor pain.
I had a tooth pain before, and it actually made me cry. I still have that effect in my mind.
Are you serious?
Yes. Dentists have what we call probes. So when they are testing the pain of your teeth, and then I was young, and she put a probe in the pain, in the tooth that was paining. So it traumatized me ever since
It
then.
rushed the brain.
I think that explains the fear that people have to see a dentist. You notice they have that fear.
Okay.
So it traumatized me. It's too painful. That I can assure you.
How about the labor pain?
The labor pain.
We are equaling the pain.
I think the labor pain is individual.
Yeah.
It's a different experience.
Oh,
I cannot even tell you.
Or due to the modern services, people don't go through pain. Panai, nga
So you have
Uganda.
C-sections, you have what, so bintu byagondamukko a bit, but anyway, they have repercussions, pros and cons. so you just choose for what works for you. If you are for God, you trust the natural process.
Okay.
It's painful then, but you rejoice after you've gotten the baby in the hands. Well, the C-section is a different thing.
Wow,
Yes, so-
thank you so much, Anita. And of course, I want to remind our viewers that in this October, we have very many events, very many health events that are taking place within the Ministry of Health and also according to the World Health Organization. I want to remind the viewers that we have the Ministry of Health Health Education Conference. This will take place from 16th to 18th of October at Speak Resort Munyonyo. And of course, this is intended to bring all stakeholders in health education promoters, all those people who are doing something in regard to health, the public. Then from 28th, we also have the safe motherhood, people who are doing reproductive health, people in maternity, respect to maternity care, and so much more, again at Speak Resort Munyonyo. Then come 4th of October, of which we've already passed, we celebrated the World Heart Day. But of course, we have very many other events. We have the World Diabetes Day coming on board and so much more days that are about to come. We want to invite you to take part of these days. When you see such health messages popping up on your social media platforms, take them serious. Take those advices serious. We had the World Patient Day, we had the World Safety Day, sorry, we had the World Sepsis Day. All those days are meant to remind you taking care of yourself, knowing why health is very important. Those days were not put for people to go and waste money, to go and attend their conferences. They were put as a reminder, so that's when they say it is health education. Why is it important that Health and Beauty program is here? Because we want to create awareness and bring to you the best healthcare specialists. As we intend to conclude this program, I would want to invite you to come and learn from the dentists of Uganda and other international people at Sona Conference Center. We want to invite you to always come and learn, come and get this avenue. If you're young people, if you're any age, but young people, because I love young people, because the generation now, even the population, 22.7% of the population are young people. That means automatically we're inviting you to come and be part, and you learn, you network, you connect. If other things come up, please check them on. And to give us your last remarks, and also give us your phone number, so that in case any viewer who would want to interact with you at an individual level, can please go ahead.
Our last remarks. First of all, I'm looking forward to dentists working with nutritionists, and
Okay.
they're organizing a conference. I've already envisioned that, and I think it's going to be powerful. Then the last remarks, it's my humble plea that we take care of our teeth. It's
Okay.
key. Your husband will be very honored to move with a lady who has beautiful teeth and a beautiful smile. And then you can get us. Our website is www.ugadent.org, and then the email, if you have any queries, any, you could reach out to ugdental@gmail.com. Then the numbers, I'll give you one. At least now things have been softened. We can, Airtel can reach out to MTN. Yeah. So
you can read one.
so I can read you one, which is 0770-932732. You can send a WhatsApp or call. I'll be privileged to attend to you. personally.
You gave a simple remark about that a man will be happy to walk with a wife with clean teeth. How about men? Men are not brushing.
And vice versa, by the way.
And especially the Bada men are not brushing.
And Bada men, take note. When we are going to get onto that judge, we judge you, by the way. If you're seated on a border with a man with dirty things and he's having you cannot really sit on it. So it is, as Daniel is telling you about self-care, me I'll tell you about oral health. They work hand in hand. So
much.
Yeah, while you're negotiating and the person is having some other smell.
If he says 5K, if I don't want to work with Israel, I say what 2K.
And you just go.
So that you can easily give up. But if I really want to go with you, and when I say 5K, I say 3K. Because at least I want to kulemesa and because I don't want to bad remark. But of course, I want to thank you for being good viewers of Google Data Vision Health and Beauty program. And I want to say that I am Kamara Daniel, your health beauty presenter. But I have a few notices put across of our Makereful Gospel Church here at Sapro Kagwa Road, where Google the TV studios are located. And of course, I want to invite you once again. Just like you go through a lot and I go through a lot, and just like the things turn around, the year is coming to an end. Plan ahead. Draw all your plan for 2025. Come end this year 2024 with us at Makerere University Sports Ground and enjoy different keynote speakers, including our pastors Fred Wantante, Apostle Mary Jonathan, Pastor Danny Birungi, Donald, and Pastors Joseph Mwebe. Our theme is from the book of Acts chapters 2 verses 17. I will pour out my spirit. Come and conclude this year in a peaceful mode. Leave all those relationships, all those things all that poverty, all that I know different environments put you in different conditions. Leave everything to God and come and close up this year. Let's enter 2025 together in a way that God is going to bless us differently. I look forward to seeing you next seated to me as we shake hands together as we are singing Kuliko Mwaka. See everyone, I am Kamara Daniel.